Now on CoastTV News.
A new warning for poultry farmers as bird flu continues to expand across the country and here on Delmarva. Helping cold-stunned sea turtles what to look out for if you see these hurt creatures in our waters. Maryland authorities reminding folks about their styrofoam ban, how much you could be charged if you are caught with these containers.
And we're going to have a warming trend over the next few days, and we have a line of rain that's pulling through right now, but will it be a week-long concern? More on that coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Poultry farmers under threat as bird flu is found here in Sussex County. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to CoastTV News at 6. Delaware's agriculture and environmental agencies confirmed tonight 40 birds have been reported to have the bird flu, including snow geese you see here in Prime Hook specifically, who tested positive this week. The Department of Agriculture says farmers should take precautions to protect their poultry and livestock. Ways to do that are cover waste, remove standing water near barns and chicken houses, and don't move equipment through, as standing water could infect wildlife fecal matter. It could be tracked into your barns. Be sure to secure buildings so wild animals do not go inside, and use decoys and scare devices to keep those wild birds away. This is the first time in 2 years that bird flu has been found on Delmarva, and it's also killing animals across the country. In Oregon, officials blamed a raw pet food product for the death of a house cat. In Washington state, a bird flu outbreak killed 20 big cats at a sanctuary. And a person in Louisiana was hospitalized with the bird flu. Now, this is what's really important here. The CDC says the patient was likely exposed to the bird flu from a backyard flock. If that's confirmed, it would be the first time backyard chickens have been associated with a bird flu infection in a human in our country. Now, take a listen here as to why doctors find this once common illness concerning.
It hasn't been a major issue in humans because while it spreads among birds, it hasn't really spread among mammals. But now there is this mutation, and there's another concern now major too, which is that we're in flu season. And it's possible that a single person could have bird flu and seasonal flu at the same time.
And there's a lot to this story, and we have all the details on it, including what to do if you think you've seen an infected bird, right now on CoastTV.com. Well, breaking news this evening, Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, has died at the age of 100. Carter's death came after a February 2023 announcement that he had decided to enter hospice care and spend his remaining time at home with family after a series of short hospital stays. Mark Barger reports on the longest living president's life and legacy.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
Jimmy Carter personified the American dream, rising from farm life in the rural South to become the 39th President of the United States. He was born and raised in the small hamlet of Plains, Georgia. After serving in the U.S. Navy, he returned home to Plains and made a success of the family's peanut farm. He also met Rosalind Smith, the woman who became not only his wife, but his closest advisor. Carter began his political career as a Georgia state senator before winning the governorship.
The time for racial discrimination is over.
He ordered a portrait of Martin Luther King Jr. displayed in the Georgia Capitol.
My name is Jimmy Carter, and I'm running for president.
Carter's 1974 campaign for the White House began as the longest of long shots. In the wake of Watergate and Vietnam, his appeal as a straight-shooting Washington outsider grew, and he narrowly defeated Gerald Ford in 1976. The Carter presidency was highlighted by the Camp David Agreement, bringing a once unthinkable peace between Egypt and Israel. But economic recession and high interest rates crippled Carter's term in office, and the Iranian hostage crisis devastated it. Americans grew frustrated with Carter's handling of the situation, including an aborted rescue attempt that eroded confidence in his leadership. Republicans capitalized in 1980 as Ronald Reagan's sunny optimism ended Carter's re-election bid with a resounding victory. But from that defeat, a remarkable second act. Private citizen Carter began a new career, helping build homes for the poor in America, making Habitat for Humanity an international name, even while focusing on global humanitarian causes. In 2002, Jimmy Carter won the coveted Nobel Peace Prize. But in 2015, at the age of 90, he announced he was diagnosed with melanoma, which had spread to his brain.
But I was surprisingly at ease. You know, I've had a wonderful life. I've had thousands of friends.
Carter underwent cancer treatment and recovered, remaining active well into his 90s, teaching Sunday school at his South Georgia church. Even after suffering a series of falls, Carter's resilience allowed him to continue building homes for Habitat.
I'd say peace and human rights and treating everybody the same has been what I hope will be my legacy.
By the end of his life, Jimmy Carter had won the deep respect and admiration of not only Americans, but people around the world. Mark Barger, NBC News.
Now, Carter's son famously said this year that his father was, quote, trying to live so he could vote in the most recent presidential election. He did that via mail in October. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside now into Dover as we check in with our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And we're starting to pick up on a little bit of rain that's kind of sashaying its way towards us. And there's a second line behind it that's acting wishy-washy. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a moment. First of all, in Dover, we're at 62 degrees, a nice warm kind of a day compared to what we've dealt with the previous couple of weeks. We're going to stay in the 60s, but we are looking for rain to hit us between 8 and 9 and come to an end at about 10 o'clock, okay? So with that being the case, we have temperatures that are well above the freezing. But here's a look at that rain. So this is the first wave. This is that 8, 9 o'clock rain. Now there's a small little sliver of rain that's behind it, but it's a slow mover. And I think it's going to take till, early morning hours before it really reaches us. But we're looking at scattered showers, and it's really relatively light stuff. Nothing heavy, nothing ominous whatsoever. And we do have some very gusty winds. In fact, we have a newly issued small craft advisory in effect off of the coast for us for Delaware as well as around portions of down towards Ocean City. And as you take a look at our expectations for tomorrow, we anticipate more in the way of sunshine, believe it or not. Now, we'll have more on your forecast coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Maddie.
All right, Paul, thank you. As temperatures drop, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources says look out for cold-stunned sea turtles and other aquatic wildlife. This year already, over 850 sea turtles have been reported as cold-stunned, most in Massachusetts. If you see a lethargic sea turtle, be sure to contact authorities. We have that hotline number online on CoastTV.com. Maryland authorities putting out a reminder it is against the law to use styrofoam in the state. And tonight, going as far to say there is a $250 fine if you use that packaging. Coming up tonight on Coast TV, we have some Sunday night football. The Washington Commanders versus the Atlanta Falcons. Coverage begins at 7, and join us for your hyper-local news after that. Still to come on Coast TV News at 6, the Governor's Challenge continues. Highlights from the Premier Basketball Tournament exclusively on the Delmarva Sports Network.
And more rain, more warmth will play a big role in our forecast for the start of the work week. Details coming right up.
The history of Return Day. Coast TV News will be right back.
Ants are usually considered a nuisance pest and enjoy a slightly better reputation than other home invaders like cockroaches and mice. But recent studies indicate ants carry germs. Those ants in your kitchen aren't just helping themselves to your food. They might be contaminating it. Call Brazier's Pest Control to sign up for our premium protection plan. We'll keep your home pest free year-round. Call 1-800-908-1000.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Roar with confidence on your wedding day with Tiffersons. No matter your style, we have the experience to ensure you get your desired look. Carefully crafting gorgeous hairstyles and elegant makeup for you and your bridal party. Pamper yourself ahead of time. Tiffersons is a full-service salon in West Ocean City, offering color, haircuts, extensions, nails, massage, facials, spray tans, and waxing. Head to Tiffersons.com for a free bridal guide to help you start planning for your flawless wedding day.
Doctors, lawyers, teachers, bus drivers, cashiers, librarians, the helpful smile of a helper, a caretaker, a healer, a giver can also hide the deepest suffering. Domestic violence impacts everyone, even our everyday heroes. What is Your Voice is here to help. Call our helpline at 302-467-3310 or visit whatisyourvoice.org.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school and graduate debt-free. That education helped me get to the first day at my career, a job that I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from my service helped me buy my first home. And I take pride knowing I will be the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
It's hard to believe it's almost 2025. And as we look back on 2024, there's no doubt one of the biggest stories of the year was the political season on the coast. In Delaware, you can't think about any election without Return Day. So we've spent the last 2 months digging into the history of the famous tradition, where people return to the county seat to hear the returns of the election read out loud, just like they did in the 1800s. A hatchet is buried and opponents come together to mark the end of the political season.
All of the United States needs to follow those practices of bipartisanship, loving your community, reaching out that hand to support one another. And I think the healing process needs to be done everywhere.
Now you can learn all about this wonderful history. There are even some international elements. Yeah, Monday at 6 p.m. The history of Return Day at 6 right here on Coast TV News.
How would you feel about having a sunny Monday followed by a gloomy Tuesday? More on your full forecast coming right up.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
I like going to the events that are actually set up through the station that we have a connection to, a lot of the fundraising events. It's a good opportunity for me to see the good works going on in the community and also interact with the people. When you're out and about, people are so friendly to come up to you and say hi, and that they watch, and very appreciative of that. It's good that you feel like you're making an impact out there.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
The Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting Special Olympics Delaware, is one of the first state's coldest and most beloved traditions. This year, you have 2 exciting ways to take part. Plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 2nd, or create your own virtual plunge. Anytime, anywhere, and as cold or not as you want. It's not about how you plunge, it's about why. Support thousands of Special Olympics Delaware athletes. Register now at plungede.org.
I thought I could trust her with them.
Don't give me the whole story that you rehearsed in front of a mirror.
Jewelry goes missing.
What happened to the earrings?
I put them in my purse.
Her mom texts me.
I ain't never text you. You ain't worth testing.
And a friendship is forever tarnished.
She came up to us, cussing me out.
She wanted to jump on my daughter, okay? I won't say another word.
Next, Judge Judy.
Monday at 2 on Coast TV.
We're tracking a little bit of rain right now, looking for a pretty sunny looking Monday, and then another round of rain likely to pay us a visit on Tuesday. That's your preview of what we're going to talk about. Now I'm going to tell you what I told you and why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. So our Boardwalk Plaza camera in Rehoboth right now, 55 degrees, and we're going to stay in the 50s, but look, the rain trying to tiptoe its way through Rehoboth between 9 and 10 o'clock, and then coming to a quick end after 10 o'clock, and then we may have a little spritz of a sprinkle or two after that, but it looks like we'll catch a break following that initial wave. We're right now holding at 62 degrees, not only in Milton, but also in Redden, and it's 68 degrees right now, really the hot spot in Seaford currently. So yeah, they're the warm spot. We have a couple of light sprinkles that'll push across right now, but really it's more so about the breeziness that's going to be happening. We have a small craft advisory that's active off of the Sussex County coast until Tuesday, so it's becoming windy as a result of that there, as well as becoming breezy from Ocean Pines, over Gulf Club shores, all the way down to Chincoteague with 25 mile per hour isolated wind gusts. In fact, in crossing the Bay Bridge, they've had some restrictions on the speed you can go because it's so breezy there, and we have that same advisory there. Now here's that rain that we've been keeping a close eye on, and as I wind the view here, this initial pocket of rain, I'm going to call this our 8 to 9:30 rain, okay? Arriving for most of us 8, 9:30, and then we have about a 2-hour window before this line of rain is going to pull through, and it's likely to hit us in the early morning hours, like in 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So Monday as a whole, when the sun comes up, no rain. We'll push it up to a 75% chance rain on Tuesday. Then we drop precipitously on the precipitation. Say that 3 times in a row. Anyway, we'll drop precipitously there. And we're going to stay dry afterwards. So we're looking at maybe about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain, most at the biggest case scenario. So we're looking at this batch of rain at 10 o'clock right here, right, with our latest model run. Then we clear out totally, which is looking favorable for us to start Monday off with a bang and some sunshine. Temperatures in the 50s. Tuesday, we stay warm as well, with temperatures still in the 50s there as well. Then it becomes cloudy. Watch out for rain going into Wednesday. Winds, not so much of a problem, but our models are indicating that, hey, at least one of our models, we're looking at, let's say, a 1/2 inch or so was our comparison. Then the next round of rain we'll look for going to, let's say, Tuesday evening, going into Wednesday. It's becoming breezy. It pulls out of the way going to Thursday. We clear out. So, and looking at what's happening here, we're looking for thunderstorms on Tuesday, very windy on Wednesday. Fenwick Island, rain on Tuesday, very breezy on Wednesday, like about 35 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. Same with True Forest or Lewis, as well as Rehoboth. So here we are, increasing cloud cover, some late night sprinkles. Tomorrow, sunny, feeling warmer. Then on Tuesday, overcast, showers likely. And then remember, it's going to become crazy windy by the time we get to Wednesday. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
All right, Paul, thank you. Let's take a look at tonight's Holiday House. On your screen is from Andrea Hopkins. She says, happy holidays. I love that beautiful tree and all that ribbon. Now, we want to see more of your bright lights and festive setups. We are doing this through the new year, so keep sending them right now to coasttv.com/holidayhouse. We'll be right back.
Attention employers on Delmarva. The Delmarva Job Fair, sponsored by the Stokely Center and the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services, is back. Join us Saturday, February 1st from 10 to 2 at Delaware Tech in Georgetown. Connect with over 1,000 job seekers all in one place and grow your team. Secure your spot today at the most successful job fair on Delmarva. Go to WBOCevents.com. The Delmarva Job Fair, where great employers meet great talent.
You can put some change in a stranger's parking meter. Don't pick up your phone inside the movie theater. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives. Get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Blood Bank of Delmarva to get your good karma by the pint.
Mark your calendars for the Children's Beach House Gala, presented by Jack Wingo Realtors and Jack Wingo Asset Management on February 8 in Dewey Beach. This black tie evening features an open bar, auctions, dinner, and a performance by Kristen and the Noise. Your support helps empowered children with special needs to build confidence, develop leadership skills, and thrive in a caring community. For more info, visit cbhinc.org/gala or call 302-841-9639. Sponsored by CoastTV.
The Salisbury Stakes are serving up some smoking soccer action on the Delmarva Sports Network. Feel the fire as the stakes grill their opponents and sear the competition. They're bringing the heat, from hot goals to sizzling saves. It's the perfect recipe for soccer excitement. Don't miss their flavor-packed season. Get your soccer well done. Watch the Salisbury Stakes only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app. Basketball is back, and it's nothing but net on the Delmarva Sports Network. From tip-offs to buzzer-beating plays, don't miss a moment of the action. High school hoops all season long on DSN and DSN+.
In sports, on day 4 of the Governor's Challenge, a bracket championship between a Delaware boys squad and a New Jersey team. The Delmarva Sports Network's Michelle Roberts takes us to the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center.
St. George's boys basketball had a 3-1 record coming into the Governor's Challenge. Yesterday, they took down Lebanon from Ohio by 10 points, and today they faced Seton Hall out of New Jersey for the bracket title championship.
The Pirates of Seton Hall coming off an 18-point win over Marette out of D.C. in their first game of this tournament. Today, their opponent, St. George's Tech, started strong in the first quarter with defense turning into offense. Amir Rhodes with the block. Then on the other end, Shane Davis sinks a 3 for the Hawks. Staying with St. George's, Davis and Rhodes working together for 2 more points. The Hawks out to a 7-0 start. But then the Pirates turning on the full court press, starting to rip the ball away from the Hawks, and Daniel Beezer lays in 2 for Seton Hall. Then more offense from the Pirates, Anthony Gonzalez scoring 2 of his 14 points, leading Seton Hall in this game. On the other side, Emery Romack bouncing in 2 of his 16 points for the Hawks, but at half, Seton Hall prep led St. George's Tech 30-19 as Alex Anti had 6 points over those 2 frames, and the Pirates would go on to win 64-46 for the bracket championship. St. George's Tech goes 1-1 at the Governor's Challenge.
And tonight, starting at 6:45, watch the All-Star Experience here at the Civic Center with the slam dunk competition, the 3-point contest, and the skills competition, all live on DSN. Reporting from Salisbury, Maryland for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
Ahead on Coast TV News at 6, a possible reprieve for Big Lots. How many stores will be saved despite bankruptcy? And any on the peninsula? Stay with us.
Not happy with your home's builder-grade gas fireplace? Let Chagrin Home Comfort Products upgrade your fireplace with a new one from Mendota, Regency, or Cozy Heat. These gas fireplaces add both warmth and aesthetic to your home. Chagrin has plenty of different styles and sizes to choose from.
What are you waiting for? Start your fall fireplace project now before it's too late.
Stop in one of our local showrooms or give us a call at 302-644-7700 to see how Chagrin Home Comfort Products can warm up your home.
DSN Plus is more energy, extra live games and on-demand replays, anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype, from playoff matchups and unified football to marching band showcases. We highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go, with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Doctors, lawyers, teachers, bus drivers, cashiers, librarians, the helpful smile of a helper, a caretaker, a healer, a giver can also hide the deepest suffering. Domestic violence impacts everyone, even our everyday heroes. What Is Your Voice is here to help. Call our helpline at 302-467-3310 or visit whatisyourvoice.org.
Start the new year off generously by giving to those in need on Delmarva. Coast Country Cares is hosting a Code Purple Drive on Saturday, January 11th at Boulevard Ford in Georgetown. Stop by from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to donate non-perishable food items, warm clothing, cleaning supplies, and more for shelters and those who need it most this winter. For a complete list of items for January 11th, go to coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Big part of me being who I am is my faith, and I'm really grateful I work somewhere that accepts everybody, right? They really value people who have different backgrounds, different beliefs. They see that as a strong suit. Putting my faith towards what I do for work has been really helpful. My faith has really led me to just love everyone I come in contact with and share their stories more. I think it gives me this empathy that I wouldn't have without my beliefs.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Big Lots says it has struck a deal that would keep 200 stores open. That's under the proposed agreement with Variety Wholesalers. Variety Wholesalers says the stores will operate under the Big Lots brand, and it may employ employees that work there. Now, there are Big Lots locally on Seaford, Dover, and Salisbury. Well, enjoying taking some pictures? Do you fancy yourself as a photographer? When you can enter to win a big prize in Bethany Beach. Up next.
All right, guys, we're going to Jason's for the game this week. It's going to be dark, musty, and cramped, but we got this. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Man, I totally forgot you got a new show home.
Yeah, we moved in a few months ago. Wait, where'd everyone go?
The snack table is huge.
I can't tell if I'm inside or outside.
Oh yeah, that's fresh.
Get a show home, they said. All of your friends will want to come over to the game, they said.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
Step into the spotlight and join Coast Life, where every day is fun, fresh, and full of energy. We're searching for a vibrant co-host to bring style, personality, and excitement to our daily lifestyle show. From fashion and entertainment to home decor and seasonal trends, you'll connect with viewers and make every moment unforgettable. Think you're ready to shine? Apply now at drapermediajobs.com and show us what you've got. We are an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome to the final score right here on the Delmarva Sports Network.
Watch Delmarva's only live and local sportscast. Final score on DSN.
What a win. So glad we were able to capture it on DSN.
5 days a week, the final score is bringing you live coverage of local sports teams and games.
And Kobe Annals goes for the one-hand jam and helps his team to the big victory.
The final score, weeknights at 10:30 p.m., only on Delmarva's Sports Network. Get the Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Bethany Beach is looking for photos for its next calendar. According to Bethany Beach Events and Entertainment, this year's theme is Fun and the Sun. The photo contest opens December 30th through January 24th. Winners get a 2025 VIP parking pass, Paul.
Well, that works because parking's expensive if you do it all summer long, right? Yeah. There you go. So our Hershey's exterior camera, we're looking live, we're looking very clear. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. Your forecast just a call away, sponsored by Baird, McDonald's, Brockstedt, and Federico. Quick reminder, we do have a small craft advisory in effect off of the coast. Be mindful of that. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Really breezy on Wednesday.
Okay, Paul, thank you. And thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news and local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app. Be sure to join us tonight after Sunday Night Football. Until then, have a great night.